2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse number 18. And now, when I prepared the world which was not yet made, even for them to dwell in that now live.
So this is him saying before the earth was even formed, before he put it together, there was a purpose for it, why he formed it.
No man spake against me.
No man spake against him. So we was already in the what? In the heavens with the Father. We was already here before this earth was even made, with a design purpose. You know what I'm saying? No man spake against him. Everybody was already intact, already had their plan and their mission. No man spake against him.
Verse 19. For then everyone obeyed, but now the manners of them which are created in this world, that is made, are corrupted by a perpetual seed, and by a law which is unsearchable, rid themselves.
So when we was all in the heaven with the Father, we all was all obedient, all righteous, with a purpose and a mission. But once we got down here, that seed got corrupted.
I wasn't in that heaven, right? I was in the cosmos.
What cosmos mean?
Cosmos, it's just like the universe.
World, right?
You know how you have Court Hill, we got a Galactic Federation of Court with elders. So when we come down here, I'm down here on assignment that all people been trapped and enslaved down here on planet Kai by these beings that been running this scope of America.
Right.
It's our job and duty to fulfill our mission on why we here.
I mean, once you come down to save them, that's what your purpose is, right?
You can't save them just by word, dog. It's not gonna, it's gonna help sooner or later, but when the solar flare hit, that's when they get ready to come hit everything with their sun. You know the solar flare? You even know anything about going on with that? You know, in the Bible it tell you that these people gonna try to hide in caves and bunkers. You know why they gonna try to? They told you that, Christ will come back. Christ's countrymen. People that operate on their level.
What do you mean when he said, when I come back, I'm not gonna meet you as a man?
I can't answer that to you right now.
He coming back to save his people.
That's the thing
He said when you get in Revelation chapter 1 verse 7.
All people got to save themselves. They're the same truth, sadly. They just the truth of the matter. We got to save ourselves. We're taking all their responsibility and putting it in an entity for somebody else.
Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1, verse 21. For after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
What?
To save them that believe.
You have to believe. You have to believe. That one thing about the Bible, you got to believe. I go off facts, logic, and experience. I don't go off belief. I go by knowing.
Hey, one thing I got to point out though, one of the first things you said when you came up here is you got to believe in yourself, right? The Lord said the kingdom is within. That's what it's all about, right?
See that? Within, I tell people, their God is just outside their self. Our God is within. And you have to know that. But the crazy thing about it, you're only within us black melanated people and Latino people. Our people can't. It's failing to realize this. You got 7 chakras within your body. And they tell you that everybody has these chakras within their body, but it's only us black melanated people and Latino people. You got your root chakra all the way up to your crown chakra. And the most one that people know about is your third eye. So if you're aligning these chakras within your body, you're talking about life and knowledge. Ancient knowledge, past knowledge, all of that.
The Lord said, thine eye be single.
Get your eye be filled with light. That's exactly
your whole body gonna be filled with light.
And that's what we're trying to get to our people to understand. By doing that and meditating, everything that I'm talking about, I used to think that I said, man, I ain't doing that. But who knew it would hold me back?
Yeah, they hold us all back. That's why we struggling to grow and develop as a people. The Lord tell us in Zephaniah 2:1, gather yourselves together. In this society, we trying hard as hell to divide our faith. How we gonna get that gathered together? If we all in off in this realm over here and that religion, that religion.
All these amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, amen. All the
See what I'm saying?
all ties just like a demon to me. All the in the amen. I'm a rock. They still don't know who they praying to. It was the same. You can call them Zeus. Zeus last say Greek mythology. When you look over there, all that story adds up to be the same. There was a great deception on fooling the real. Yeah, people still worship him who it is. It was the enemy doing. And that was the enemy got our people's minds in.
So you admit that we got enemies, right?
Oh, definitely. I want peace, love, and harmony. I want that true love, but I know what it's gonna take to get there.
What it gonna take, bro?
It's gonna take chaos, and I don't want it to be chaos, but that's exactly what it's going to take
You know what I'm saying?
in order for it to get there. The system most definitely don't want that, but they gonna tell you we're gonna make America great again. But you got all these division tactics.
You need to take the kingdom.
It's a lot, man.
Book of Luke, chapter 9, 19, verse 27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them,
All those individuals that don't want to be ruled over,
bring hither and slay them before me.
what Christ said?
And slay them before me.
Well, your house does
And slay them before me.
this. Our king is black, right? So-called black. He's the one that's gonna be beaten. He's the one that died and left an example for us on how we supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So when we take this word and bring them that don't want him to rule, he ain't gonna slay them. We talking about these other nations along with some of our own. You know what I'm saying? Our job is to wake up to remember who we are. Where we come back to doing the things we supposed to do. Gather ourselves together to be in unity. When we together, that's where you actually get that power from. You know what I'm saying? But when we divided amongst each other, ain't no love there. Ain't no trust there. Ain't no building there. And that's what the enemy is trying so hard to do, to keep us divided at every aspect of life. Whether dark skin, light skin, where you work at, where you live at, how tall, how short, trying to keep us divided. The old from the young, the man from the woman, divide us at every aspect of life. Because when we together, that's strength. And their job is to keep us apart. You know what I'm saying? Give me that in Deuteronomy chapter 20, right quick, verse 15. But I'm going to show you what they plan is. And the plan was actually the curses that the Most High said that he would put on his people for not obeying him.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Verse 1, my bad.
Deuteronomy chapter 1, Salaki. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, and his Salaki, to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high,
High rulership.
above all nations.
Say what?
Above all nations.
Above all nations. Right now, brother, are we above all nations? Are we ruling this earth? So we didn't follow the commandments. Number 15.
Above all nations of the earth.
So he's also telling us that we are above everybody. When we are falling in line with who we supposed to be.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Us being divided, that's a curse, bro. Us hating and loving to kill one another, but won't put that same energy on the real enemy, that's some curses right there. Us filling the prison system, that's some curses right there. Divided household, that's some curses right there. Us being on them slave ships, that's curses right there. Us not having our own land, our own language, our own way of being, that's some curses right there.
Slave ship.
Yeah.
You think they pulled us from Africa right along the way here?
Some, not all. Some, but not all.
It was all the way over.
Some were.
Yeah, they probably went over there, but you think they got the first batch? You think the next batch they gonna be ready with their knives and
How they get the first batch?
That's great dream.
Reading the scriptures.
I don't think they did got the first batch.
They came over here. They came with an intent to see and to conquer. When they came over and they seen all of the resources, what do you think they did? They tried to make peace, so to speak. They basically were trying to bamboozle them, hit them with them smooth words, find out what makes them strong, what makes them weak, learn their customs, just like you were saying earlier, and then went to war with them. But when they came over here, they came and they took to take back, to prove what they seen and what they came into. So they took people from here and shipped them over there so they can get more reinforcements to come back bigger and better to take more and to dominate and set up camp over there. And that's exactly what happened. So it was people already here, and the Bible confirms that as well. Our people were already here, hundreds of years before they came. But when they came over, we already had everything established. Law, government, everything. They come over, they see all the wealth, they see how good our people are, how we work. They want to take us back to their world to go serve in them.
Think about how we are right now. They really can't mess with us right now. That's how they really scared of us right now. Right. They have a thing. They saw us over there. You think they really gonna mess with us?
It's the one thing that they had that we didn't have.
Give them no muskies.
Exactly. Kill from a distance. The human or the human being is the only species on the earth that can kill from a distance. Human. Muskets. All of that. Guns. Missiles. That was their blessing. That's how they were able to go do the things that they were able to do. You read that in Genesis chapter 27 when it's talking about the blessing that Esau would get.
All right. I think it's the book of Genesis, chapter 27, and verse number 36. All right. Verse number 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, verse 39, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above.
So Isaac was talking to Esau because the so-called white man came from us. We the only people on the planet that can produce any race. White man came from us. All right?
They use a little bit of our blood DNA to make them gene spices with the animal. That's how the evolution that we call them ether beings. We are not ether beings. We're tied to everything on this planet, from the trees to everything, to our neuron melanin that we have in our skin.
Right.
Once you understand how the body works,
What
you
I'm saying
understand
is,
everything else.
talking about the so-called white man. Where he came from and how he was able to do what he's doing in earth. You know what I'm saying? Now, Isaac, his father was getting ready to pass. So it was a custom for our people, before dying or passing away, to go bless your kids, meaning tell them the things that would happen to them in the future and bless them with other things. So before he passed, he was blessing Esau. Read that one more time.
Verse 39, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
Talking to Esau. Your place on this earth gonna be living in the best places.
And of the dew of the heaven from above. And by thy sword.
By what?
And by thy sword.
By your sword, by your weapons,
shalt thou live.
shall thou live. That's how he able to go from land to land and be able to conquer, destroy, and take over and set up camp. He was blessed with weapons to live by the sword. That's what his blessing was. That's why he the only one, well, not the only one. He lived his life by violence, taking everything by violence. He got the machine guns, he got the grenades, he got the tanks, the submarines, the nukes, the missiles. He got it all. Now, we might be able to get some guns, but where can we get some nukes at? Where can we get some tanks at? They actually own and manufacture these things. That was his blessing. But he gonna get what's coming to him as well, like you spoke earlier. You reap what you sow. In this book, it's actually explaining our history and what's gonna happen to them. We gonna actually destroy them. You see what I'm saying? By violence, brother, by chaos. You know what I'm saying? But we can't do it by going and buying guns and ammo from them. You can't beat them at their own game. That ain't how it works. You know what I'm saying?
You got power within you.
pray in the past.
You got power within you that you couldn't even imagine.
You right.
All people got power things that they can do. They can't even imagine because they don't have the cosmic memories of anything. If they had the memories, and all people would be ashamed how to carry themselves. If they knew who they were before then. And it's a burden on us, certain souls that are here that got the cosmic memory of these. And we got to live amongst these people and watch them carry it. Do what they do.
Like what was Toby said, I have lived to see the misery of my people. Some paraphrase of that. Yes, sir.
Send that out there.
Yes, sir. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
The Lord said we're going to discontinue from our heritage. That's from that knowledge that you're speaking of. Not knowing truly how powerful we are. The Lord going to strip that from us. You know.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Say what?
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
So you're wondering why our people enslaved, why we serving these other nations. The Lord did these things. Our being, the one who put that power in us, who created us. Because you don't want to listen and do the things that I tell you to do, I'm going to make you serve your enemy since you don't want to serve me. And in the process of you doing that, I'm going to strip you of everything that I gave you. Read that again, bro. From the top.
From the top.
Yes, sir.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
That he gave us. What's the heritage, bro? What's a heritage?
I do good.
You been here, some that they give it to
Y'all
you.
love.
Some that they give it to you, pass down from you.
Exactly. So that would include what? Language that we spoke.
What language did you speak? You never had to talk the word. You know what I'm telling you? You never had to talk the word.
We might not have, but when we did, because he gave us a mouth to speak.
We created the alphabetic system.
So what language did we speak? First, we had a landmass that we was dwelling in. We ain't there no more. We had a language that we spoke. We ain't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? We had a way of dressing.
If people that look like us talk different languages, now understand they all here. They get more confident.
You right. Now, all these things transformed because we was being rebellious. Everything that made us great as a people, we stripped away from it. Now we divided. We don't know who we are, what we here for. What's our purpose? We ain't got no love amongst one another. We following white man's side. Other nations.
The system gonna tell them what their purpose is. They gonna chase behind it. They gonna chase behind it. Right. I want to be a doctor. I want to be an engineer. I want to be a lawyer. They gonna chase behind these things. They gonna get them a sense of fulfillment within them. But over time, they gonna feel like, it's still not enough. It's still not enough.
Right. Perfect example. I talked about this quite a bit. Will Smith. He did a little series, documentary series, where he was traveling all around the world trying to explore and do all these crazy things. And in the video, he was talking about he had reached, I guess, the zenith. He called it cliff top. He got so much money, he done bought everything, he done did everything. He at the top, ain't nowhere to go, he still was empty. You know what I'm saying? So now he out doing all type of crazy things, trying to explore the world, going, Antarctica. 50 miles in the middle of the ice, ain't nothing out there. Putting his life on the line for what? Because he don't know what his purpose is.
The world within him, we still have, he's looking for everything outside of himself that's going within himself.
Right.
He looks for external things.
You know.
Book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 11. Now, not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am in, therewith to be content.
To be what?
To be content.
We got to be content wherever we at, in the situation in life or where we at. Be content with what we got, even though we striving to get to the next level.
Careful what you got, but you got to be content and stay in that same position. Life is all about involvement, becoming the best version of yourself that you possibly can be. Each and every day you can grow, you can learn something.
So Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8.
You were saying it earlier about meditation, bro. Read.
The book of Joshua chapter 1 verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Meaning we should not stop talking about what's written in the Bible. Because the Bible is the book of the law. We should stop talking about it. It should never depart from our mouth. Read.
But thou shalt meditate therein.
What meditate means, people?
Think about it all day, you know what I'm saying? As you walking, as you sit down in the bed or anything, you know what I'm saying?
To think deep. See that? Read it again.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
Nah, only when I feel like it.
Day and night.
See that once a year, bro.
Day and night.
Day and night. That's our wisdom, that's our understanding. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to meditate and think deeply on the things that's written. Day and night. Not whenever the job give me a break. Not when I got an off day. No, day and night. That's where you get built up. See that?
That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
So when we read it and meditate and think about it, talk about it every day, we're going to start putting to action the things that we read. Read.
For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
Say what?
For
Then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
I thought I had to get a degree, bro.
For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
I thought I had to put something in the collection plate, bro.
For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
When we do the things written therein, that's how we become prosperous. Read on.
And then thou shalt have good success.
Good success. Read on.
Verse 9. Have not I commanded thee, be strong and of good courage?
Be strong. That's the first thing we got to do. Be strong. We are taught to be weak in this society. To be weak. To be misled. To be tricks, bamboos, but God. He said, be strong.
And of good courage.
And what?
And of
Of good courage.
Of good courage. Bravery. Willing to stand 10 toes down. Keeping your spirit on
For
fire.
what you know.
What
That
you
10
know.
toes on for righteousness and justice.
Exactly, bro. Standing up for your people.
Most definitely.
Fighting for your people.
That's exactly what
Not
I'm
for the world, but for your people.
A lot of people got to
Fighting for the
realize
laws
they
and-
gods and goddesses. Nothing less and nothing more. That's just who we are. It's not in an egotistic type of way. No, that's just causing the facts of it.
Book of Sirach, chapter 38, verse 24. The wisdom of a learned man come by opportunity of leisure.
Say that one more time.
The wisdom of a learned man come by opportunity of leisure.
So wisdom is gained by having an opportunity of leisure. Being able to relax, not focusing on work. Not focusing on doing other things, but having an opportunity to learn. Read that one more time.
The wisdom of a learned man.
The wisdom that a learned man gets, he has to have free time to even develop himself. To read, to study, to pray. Read.
The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure. And he that hath little business shall become wise.
Shall become wise.
Trials and tribulation and life experience gonna bring the true wisdom that you really need. You gonna know it. I like about I look forward to trials and tribulations throughout my life because I know I'm gonna find different parts of myself and versions of myself that I did not know coexist along the way. So I love the process. I love the process of it.
Right.
Because when I come out of that storm, I know more than I ever did before going there. I tell people all the time, you gonna be a lesson or you gonna be a blessing. It's gonna be a lesson or you gonna be a blessing. I'm gonna learn something regardless of it, no matter what it is. And once you take that perspective and mindset and you go on throughout life like that, now your life is got 5% opened up.
Right. Being in the gym.
Finish reading that, Jim.
Verse 9. And have not I commanded thee, be strong of a good courage, be not afraid.
Be not afraid of how people might reject the message of the dream. You know what I'm saying, how they gonna screw their face up.
Some people may laugh, some people may mock you, regardless of that. You got to there was a point and then your ego died. It's spinning in your truth, regardless
Is it
of
what now?
your ego died.
That ego
Regardless of everybody over here and you spinning on what you believe in. Sooner or later you gotta understand that the right people will gravitate to you eventually. The more you bring your pure authentic self, the right people will eventually gravitate towards you.
Everything gonna do what it's supposed to. Fall in line.
On the bad
Perfect
time.
alignment.
Bad time.
Then read on that, King.
It says, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee, whatsoever thou goest.
Wherever we go, whatever we choose to do, when we fall in alignment, you're going to be successful. You're going to be prosperous. It's not according to the customs of this world that's going to make us successful. Because the man that got all the money in the world, LeBron, he can't do what he wants. Michael Jordan, he can't do what he wants. He can't stand out there and speak for the rights or the uplifting of his people. Otherwise,
You know why?
he's going to be canceled.
He can't do this when he wants to, you know who he is. You know who will bull him. You got the wrong child. I told you about the 13 family.
Yeah, the 200,000 angels to watch out.
He can't do what he want to do. He can't go in the meeting and talk about certain things that going on within the realm. Like, you can't talk about that.
So, my question would be, is he truly successful?
He had to give up his own. It hard for people to wrap their mind around it. In order to be successful in this system, you're gonna have to give that up. You're gonna have to give your soul up for that. That's just what it is. I don't care how much talent you got, and you're gonna have to go through these phases of what they're going to do to you if you want to go through that door. That's just the truth of the matter. So the real is one big stage, man, with a bunch of characters from the Republican to the Democrat to the politicians. All this shit the same. The two birds, it's the same bird with two same wings attached.